All right, welcome everybody. We are live. Let me just clear that off there. There we go. All right, we're live on this. I don't know what is it? Wednesday, June 14th. Oh, that's right. It's June 14th. Is Flag Day. Hope you all had a wonderful Flag Day. Don't you just love flags? All right. Anyway, mute my screen here so it doesn't start going. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up the thumbnail. So welcome. We're going to be talking about a girl god tonight, a goddess, and that is Athena or Athens. Wait, what is she? Right now I'm trying to put a thumbnail on yesterday's video, so I'm not really thinking about tonight right now for 1 second. So last night was the Greek god Hades, the god of the underworld and death. And so let me pop a thumbnail on that one. I just noticed I didn't do that. Trying to keep up with them because to go back and do 10 or 15 of them at a time, it always takes a long time. But if I do one every night, it's not so bad. So I hope everyone had a great day. I certainly did. Hung around and did my garden and all that good stuff. My yard and I don't know. Putzed around. That's what I did. All right. Hades, the Greek god Hades. That's what we did last night. So let me pop up a thumbnail on there. We're plowing right through these Greek god, these Olympian gods, the 12 major ones, the big 12. All right, here he is. And remember, the one last night had the 3-headed dog. I'm trying to get a good picture of it. I don't know where it is. Hard to see the 3-headed dog. Greek mythology. Okay. Anyway, so there we go. Now I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm going to pull up a couple more things here. Hades, the god of the underworld. Oh, that's a good one, but it's somebody else's. I wonder whose channel that is. Somebody made a nice one. I stock. Some of these I just don't want to. There's a pretty good picture. Anyway, that was kind of interesting. And what's really interesting about last night in Hades is that swamps and black rivers. That's what somebody depicted them as. Here's a nice one. I'm gonna pull that one up. Anyway, there's Hades is mentioned quite a bit in the New Testament. And this is where they get it from. Hades, which in the Old Testament people go to Sheol when they die. The soul goes to Sheol to rest. And in the New Testament, oh, you can go to hell, you can go to Hades, you can go to well, Catholics throw in purgatory. How about that one? Oh, I already had a thumbnail ready to go, but I didn't use it. It's okay. I think I got a better one. Yeah, that one. There you go. Hades. It doesn't have his name on it though. Anyway, so and then for tonight we are doing. There we go. Let me put my channel back up so I can see. Oh, I can see my live stream. I think if I Hey. All right. One of these nights, I want to do a live stream outside. But boy, I'll tell you what, once it starts getting dark, I too chewed by mosquitoes. And we can go in the camper. Camper's ready to go. I didn't put sheets on it yet, but bringing sheets, blankets, and pillows out there, huh, boys? I just don't want it in there over winter. I didn't know how it was going to do with the snow and all that, but it kept bone dry. It didn't leak or nothing. It was awesome. So that was nice. Um, my other camper, it was much older. It had a little tiny leak. Not really, not like water you could see, but it was behind. Anyway, you could see a stain from probably behind the wall or something. Anyway, all right. So tonight, let me pop on. I'm real quick. I'm gonna pop on a thumbnail. Greek goddess Athena. So we have a girl god tonight. Time for a girl god. She is one of the 12. Yes, the 12 Olympian gods. Come on. All right, Strongly. Come on, you. Oh yeah, I did some cool stuff today. That's right. I did get a few awesome things done. I'm kind of excited. Actually, I bought a weed whacker at a garage sale yesterday. I think I got ripped off. I don't know. It worked when those old ladies started it, and I thought it was fine. Worked. Now I get it home and don't work. I went back there and they can't get it started. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it is what it is. So let me see what do we have today? All right, let me pop on the thumbnail. Anyway, he's trying to give me directions to a small engine guy that's down on the dirt road by a barn, and you take a left where the barn is, and like I don't even know what he's talking about. What barn? Anyway. All right, so Greek goddess Athena. Might as well pop on a thumbnail on tonight's Greek goddess Athena, and she is. We'll figure out who she is, huh? You see here. Well, this is not a bad one. She does have a shield, I think, sometimes. That looks like a cartoon. All right. Man, I think she does have a shield too. She's got like a bird in her hand and stuff like that. Anyway, I wish I knew how to do. Oh, this one's not bad. Somebody else already made it. I don't want to take somebody else's. Athena, spirit. Oh, favorite of Zeus. Well, look at her. Huh. Could use that one. This is funny. There's some lady dressed up like Athena. Somebody probably would. All right. Some of them look like they're in a Wonder Woman costume. You know what I mean? All right, Athena. That's what we're going with. Yeah, she's got some type of a Oh, there's an Etsy one. That ain't bad either. Some of them have her in a short mini skirt, like Wonder Woman, with a big metal chest on there. Or wisdom. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna borrow this one. All right, Athena. All right. There we go. Oops. Athena 2. Almost replaced another one. There you go. All right. Now we got one for tonight. The goddess, Greek goddess Athena. I just had to start laughing because I was watching. Well, as I'm pulling up my chat. Well, actually, the reason I'm really coming on about 10 minutes later than usual, 15 maybe, is because I was ready to come on here at 9:30, and my computer was locked up. It needed an update and a restart, and that took 20 minutes maybe. But yeah, I think it was locked up, and I need an update, I guess. So anyway, poor Bosco, his flea medicine's late. They don't want to let him in. He's out with his friends. I don't think he understands. Anyway, there you go. Greek goddess Athena. I'm gonna guess that's where the Greek Athens is named after. All right. Let's see if it worked. I think so. Anyway, I hope y'all had a wonderful day. There it is. Greek goddess Athena. She's looking a little Wonder Woman-ish herself. A little bit like Wonder Woman. All right. But she can look like anything she wants, right? She's a Greek goddess. She can do what she wants. She can look any way she wants to look like Wonder Woman. She can. I always thought like Wonder Woman got really the lame end of all that. You had well, I almost said Austin Powers, but Major, the guy with the $6 million man. He could do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, Superman, all these superpowers. Get to Wonder Woman, and they didn't even give her any. They didn't even spend nothing on her. They gave her an invisible plane. So remember, she's just. Oh, Wonder Woman was so lame. So she had an invisible plane. So that's pretty good for the budget. The movie budget back in the 70s. So. Anyway, all she had to do was pretend she was sitting on I don't know, in a plane, driving a plane, and so she would just they'd show her going through the clouds. I don't know, you're supposed to imagine the invincible plane. And then she had these bracelets that if somebody shot at her, I think she could deflect the bullets. So that was all right. It wasn't totally lame, but and then she had one thing, and I really kind of I undervalued it because I thought at the time I thought it was super lame, but now I think it's the best thing ever, and that was the truth lasso. Remember, she had this lasso, and if she wrapped it around you, you had to tell the truth, even if you really didn't want to. You're the lasso would make you tell the truth, and I was thought, man, she's got lame everything, visible plane, cuffs that bounce. I mean, even a normal person could probably bounce some things off their bracelets, big bracelets. Anyway, then I thought, yeah, truth lasso, that's lame, but oh heck no, that's not lame at all. And as a matter of fact, that would probably be the most valuable thing if that truth lasso, if you could get your hands on one. So just imagine you could go around, you put it on anybody anybody, whatever. You put it on there and they have to tell the truth. I think that thing would be worth millions or billions. I think it would be priceless, actually. So anyway, I did diss her on the truth lasso, but now I've changed my mind on it. Truth lasso would be rocking. Who wouldn't want one? You know what I watched today? It was kind of funny because I did a video on my other channel about Mark's in this week's prophecy. He's prophesying that by Friday, Hebrews, I'm not sure why he says Hebrews, but Hebrews riding dirt bikes and and ATVs will invade Israel by Friday with guns strapped to them. So, anyways, Dan, put a comment on that video, and he said, "Oh, this is this." He saw this on Chips. There was an episode on Chips back in the 70s. So same thing. A bunch of hoodlums come into town, come into the city, and on ATVs and dirt bikes and stuff. Anyway, I watched the episode. Well, I didn't watch the whole episode. I watched the chase scene, and so I can't remember what it's called. Whirlwind or something. I can't remember what it was called. But anyway, one of the episodes, season 2, I think. I can't remember. But so these hoodlums that are making PCP, they're making PCP in their and they're really bad troublemakers, and they all have ATVs and dirt bikes, and they go through the city, and anyway, Ponch and John were chasing them on their big street bikes, on their motorcycle bikes, and the guy's just going crazy on the dirt bike, and they're having a hard time following him. And then anyway, he goes into a stadium, like a football stadium, and the dirt bike guy goes up the steps, like up into the stands, like real easy. And then I don't know, one of them, John, I think, tried going up the steps, and he had to back down and almost fell. Anyway, then the guy ends up. Then he's at the top doing a fist pump, like haha to the cops. Then he takes off, and one goes one way, the other goes the other way. But the guy goes into the back of a truck and pulls the ramp up, and they take off, and they get away anyway. That was kind of funny. I think that's the episode he was talking about. So I guess that's supposed to happen before Friday in Israel. Something just like that. Invaded. The town will be invaded. The city, narrow city streets will be invaded by gun-toting Hebrews on ATVs and dirt bikes by Friday. Well, I see eyeballs glowing in my backyard. I'm assuming it's a cat. I'm going to go with cat. Anyway, we've been real careful not to get involved with porcupines again ever since that happened. No more porcupine attacks. I don't let them dogs out of my sight for 2 seconds. They're not even allowed to go in the weeds over there anymore. Okay, they could still be there. Anyway, I'm sure that porcupine grew a bunch of more needles back. I guess they got 30,000 needles of porcupine. So, anyway, he's got lots more to shoot out. He's got more where that came from. Anyway, we're staying away from that. Not that we were going near him to begin with. We're just making sure we don't run into any surprises in the woods anymore, because we were just going through there just a little too easy. And we gotta be more careful. And if we get in the back in the deep woods, they're gonna be making a lot of noise, pounding some pots and pans or something. Don't want a raccoon nothing attacking us. Anyway. All right, so where are we at? Oh, we're at 19 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to start. Well, thank you, Father, for gathering us, and thank you for this day and all of our blessings. Amen. Okay, let me see here. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're doing Athena. Oops, let me get my microphone. I mean my stand here. Oh, I thought it was funny. Jake, he used to be called Jake the Flat Earth Asshole, and now he's just plain Jake the Asshole. That's his channel. And anyway, he was on a little road trip and he came through Minnesota. And I told him he should, as he likes to gamble, you should go up to that casino in where I live. And he did, and he won some good money there. So that was cool. Yep, I told him it's a decent casino. I haven't gambled up there for a long time since I don't know, like COVID or before COVID or whatever. That was a big turnoff, that COVID thing. I mean, they don't do the mask or anything. You know what they did during COVID? Not that I was even going up there. Um, I've been up there maybe in 5 years. I had gone first couple years. I went with family to the restaurant, and a different family was well, my son and his boys were staying at the hotel, and they were using the pool and all that stuff, having fun. And I went up there that time, and then COVID hit. Well, and they got a really good restaurant. They got a really good restaurant. Anyway, then COVID hit, and you couldn't even get to the restaurant without a temperature check and a mask or something like that. And I think they closed. Actually, they closed for a while during COVID, and then they opened up, and then it had to be like mask or temperatures or something like that. And it just wasn't worth it because the one thing that I really liked up there was the wild rice soup. They have the best wild rice soup. And they have a little. They got like a fancy restaurant. I mean, like a steakhouse restaurant, kind of like a more upscale. Then they got like a kind of almost like a cafeteria. Everything's changed up there anyway. But they had it was worth going up there for the wild rice soup. Well, I've learned how to make my own now, so I didn't really care if I ever went back. But anyway, I told him since he likes to gamble, he should try that casino. I haven't been there, but he is an advantage gambler. So yeah, I think he won $600 he left with. So anyway, so that was good. Uh, Hopefully, like if people had gambling habits or gambling addictions, or hopefully they got off of that during COVID. I think hopefully it broke a lot of people's addictions. If people were going to the bar all the time, hopefully they stopped doing that. I hope people got out of bad habits during COVID because maybe that was good for something. Yeah, hopefully the gamblers stopped being gambling addicts and the alcoholics stopped going to the bar. I don't know. You know what I think was still open though, if I remember, I think the strip clubs were still I think the strip clubs were still open. Wasn't that in the news? Because they're like closing churches but leaving strip bars open or strip clubs or they're called. Well, hi Dee, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful day. I just saying during COVID, maybe hopefully some people like maybe alcoholics stop going out to the bar and maybe gambling addicts stop gambling and I don't know, it might have been good for something. I mean, it might have. If people were eating out too much, maybe it taught people to stop eating out too much, or whatever. They're, and maybe I don't know, people, whatever. Even going to the gym too much, people can figure out how to exercise at home. So anyway, maybe something good came out of it. You know what I mean? People were shopping too much. Maybe they learned how to stay home and do something more productive. Anyway, we just hope something good came out of it, right? Yeah, you're doing good. Awesome. Yes, happy Wednesday. I guess it was a hump day. I was gonna go into town at that. Now we were having a good time. Me and the boys hanging out, doing projects. I'm working on a certain area in my yard. So this upcoming winter, the guy can plow all the way past. I got to clear a bunch of stuff, and then the guy can plow all the way the snow all the way away from my garage doors because they're hard to open when there's snow involved. And anyway, I'm trying to solve next winter's problem, and I'm going to solve it. And anyway, it's a big project, so we worked on that today. We did a bunch of stuff, cut my front yard. Had a good time. Great day. Awesome day. And I got my tomato plants. Some of them are busting out. I got 3, 4, 5 tomatoes on each plant. A lot of them have like 3 tomatoes or 4 tomatoes. So anyway, I'm super happy about that. Yeah, if somebody's not able to have a garden, I can have a garden, but I got this naughty little thing out there that eats all my stuff. And whatever it is, it's got big teeth, and he takes a big bite. As soon as the tomato is ripe, he takes a big bite and then goes to the next one. And he ruined like pretty much everything I had. Eating that. He doesn't like onions, and he didn't, but he loves the potatoes. He was digging my potatoes right up out of the ground and eating them, taking one bite out of each thing. That's what he did. Took one bite out of everything. My carrots, he'd take a bite off the top, chew the tops off them. You know, the orange part of the carrot sticking out of the ground. Chew that all up. Anyway, little stinker. I don't know how to keep him out. I'm not gonna. I have a live trap. I could live trap, but you know what? Heck no, I don't want no wild animal in a tiny little cage that I have to pick up with my hand. And then what? Now what do I do with them? Somebody said drive them up the road and let a couple miles and let them out. Well, I have to touch that cage and then touch the door and let them out. Hell no. I'm not touching that wild animal. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is, but I'm doing something else. I'm putting my tomato plants up by my house in 5-gallon buckets, and it's rocking. And I thought, if anybody had like just a patio or maybe you're renting and you can't really dig the yard up or whatever. I don't know, 5-gallon buckets, man. I would do a video soon. Yeah, they're doing great. You can grow almost anything in it. Home Depot bucket. They're the ones that I used to have all my emergency food in. Over the years, it's either gone bad, I've thrown it out, given away, ate it, threw it out, whatever. And now I'm using the buckets for better things like growing food, a renewable source of food, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. I just looked at my video from like 3 weeks ago. My garden was nothing. I had still had weeds in a bunch of boxes. I had to, and anyway, now it's much different. I'll have to show you guys. Green beans are popping through. I'm just really happy with my garden. But I'm keeping an eye out for that little rascal. Anyway, I don't want to kill it. I don't want to trap it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, put a cage over the thing, over the top of the box or something. But if you fence it in, then I can't get at it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was thinking maybe next year raise the boxes up like waist high. I don't know. I think I'll probably bring a ladder with him. He's unstoppable. Anyway, all right. Sorry, gave God thanks for gathering us, and so we will start our little study on Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. We got a D. We're studying a girl god tonight. We got a lady god. I'm sorry, a goddess. A goddess. It's Athena, the goddess. And so, all right, my hiccups. Yep, cool. We're doing a lady god tonight. And let's see, she looks a little Wonder Woman-ish in some of the newer pictures, but you know what? In the future, I should probably pull up my. And I thought of that the other night. Pull up my other laptop for the picture, but anyway. All right, so Athena, and that is the Greek goddess Athena. I'll just show you when you pull it up. When you pull up Greek goddess Athena, that is not showing up, is it? I don't know how my screen got black with a white background. I mean, a black background with white writing. One day, a couple years ago, my cat walked on the keyboard when I was outside, and I came in and everything was switched over. Now I got a black background. Drives me nuts. I've looked into trying to figure out how to switch it out. Oh. Anyway, super annoying. I said that cat can walk on my keyboard and does things I didn't even know the computer could do. All right. So Athena, the goddess, myths, symbols, facts, and Roman name. By the way, there is always a Roman knockoff of the Greek goddesses, and the Roman version of, which comes later, the Roman version of Athena, the Greek goddess, is what's the name? It starts with the M. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Anyway, so who was Athena? Now I'll pull up the site I've been using in a minute here, but we'll just answer some basic questions first before we get started in that. So who was Athena? In ancient Greek religion, Athena was a goddess of war. That's kind of common. Handicraft and practical reason. Essentially urban and civilized, Athena was probably a pre-Hellenic goddess, later taken over by the Greeks. She was widely worshipped, but in modern times she's associated primarily with Athens, to which she gave her name and protection. That's Athens, Greece, where the Olympics. All right, and these are Olympian gods, by the way. The Romans identified her with Minerva. That's what it is. Minerva. 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 That's what it was. The Romans call her Minerva. So how is Athena actually portrayed? Now, when you see the pictures I pull up, you'll see that she is customarily portrayed wearing aegis. I don't know what that is. Let's see what that is. Aegis. Aegis. I don't know what it is. Is that the? No, let's see. All right. Never heard of this. Let me just see what it says. Wearing an aegis. Agis. Aegis. Not Argus. All right, I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. Oops. All right, so you hear the crickets outside. Hold on a second, guys. Even though I just updated this thing, it's still really slow right now. And I'm not even on it for the stream. All right. So I'll show you where Aegis, or whatever it is, Aegis. This is what she's wearing. I'll pull it up here so you guys can see. The crickets sound nice. Is that a shield? All right. Athena They're showing a battleship. I don't think she's wearing a battleship. Oh, it's her dress or whatever it is. What does Athena wear on her aegis? Zeus's daughter. Oh, by the way, I think she's Zeus's favorite. Zeus's daughter Athena adopted the aegis for ordinary dress. All right, that's her dress. A weird looking dress. I'll show you real quick. This is the aegis. Oops, this is the aegis. Aegis. That's the weird dress. That looks like a toga. They all kind of look the same, actually. All right, so that is what she's wearing. That's an aegis. They said she's wearing. Get back to the screen I was on. There goes the guy who videotapes the raccoons at night. Not the raccoon guy. You know, did something happen to him? I'm not sure. Remember the guy who was feeding all the hot dogs to the raccoons? Did something happen to him? I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't watch that guy. It's a different guy. He gives. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. Thought it was emergency. This is about a dog. All right, so all right, so back to this. Athena. Athena is customarily portrayed wearing an aegis, that dress thing, body armor, and a helmet, and carrying a shield and a lance. I don't know, like a spear or something. And what is Athena the goddess of? All right, so she's Athena, spelled Athene with the E on the end. In Greek religion, the city protectress, goddess of war, of course, handicraft and practical reason, identified by the Romans with Minerva. She was essentially urban and civilized. I think just read that. All right, now who is Athena the lover of? Athena was an armed warrior goddess. The Parthenon at Athens was her most favorite shrine. She never had a true lover or someone to hug or hold her. All she had was her loving mother, caring father, and most of all, her brothers and sisters. Well, that's all you need, right? All right. Well, actually, that's more than a lot of people have, to be honest. All right. What are her special powers? Athena's special powers included the ability to invent useful items and crafts, just like a MacGyver. She invented the ship. Whoa, she invented the ship, huh? The chariot. Oh, look at her. The ship, the chariot, the plow, and the rake, which was later brought down to a comb. And so they probably invented the comb too. She also invented many of the skills used by women in ancient Greece, such as weaving and pottery. Well, look at her. All right, so 5 facts about Athena. Athena was born to Zeus. You know, we started out with Zeus. He was the top. So Zeus's daughter. Ancient Greeks worshipped Athena. An owl was one of the Athena's most major symbols. In fact, I'll show you that some of them. She's holding the owl in her right hand. Athens was named after her. You know, Athens, Greece. Athena was most worshipped was the most worshipped goddess in Greek mythology. So she's the top for the lady goddesses, and of course comes from god royalty of Zeus and whatever that lady. I forgot the lady's name. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the site that I've been using. Oh, yeah, actually, I'll show you some of the pictures first. You can get a little look-see at that. You can see him. Get a little closer. So here she is. She's got an owl in her hand. I don't know if you can see that. I might be able to get it a little closer. She's got an owl in her hand. So there she is with the owl. So she's associated with the owl. Here she's another one with the owl in her hand. Her spear thing, I forgot what they called it. And she's got a shield. And you can see some of them they'll show the shield. There's a shield. Shield, the spear. I forgot what they called it. The owl. The dressing. Oh, and she's got armor. So you just gotta use your imagination, I guess. What kind of armor? Is it Wonder Woman armor? Or just whatever? So, because the pictures are a little bit different on the armor. But it's always an owl and the rest of it. So, all right, let me go to the next one here. And here are some older statues, like older depictions. She looks kind of masculine in those ones, I mean. But she's a Greek god, so I don't know what they look like. There you go. Owl in her hand. She's got there. She has the sword and the shield. She's a goddess of war. And she's wise, and she invented a whole bunch of stuff, including a ship and a bunch of other stuff. All right. We'll get to not that one. I want this one. All right. Look at that. Look what comes up. Abortion under attack. You saw it. It said donate now to Planned Parenthood. On a Bible site. Or what is this? Oh, Olympian. It's not a Bible site. It's Olympias, Athena. It's a theology site, actually. All right. Well, lots of ads. All right. Oh, there's a Planned Parenthood. It went down to the bottom now. Give now. Give now. I'll try to avoid that. I don't know. This is one thing about this site. I've used this site a few times, and man, the ads are just insane. It's like boxing a kangaroo with these things, man. They keep popping up, and you hit that one, and another one comes up. It's like whack-a-mole. All right, so there's a picture of her with her helmet thing in her hand, and I don't know why snakes are coming out of her back. It's in her backpack or something. I don't know. Snakes and I don't know. Anyway. All right. So Athena was the Olympian goddess of wisdom and good counsel, war, the defense of towns, heroic endeavor, weaving, pottery, and various other crafts. She was depicted as a stately woman armed with a shield and a spear, wearing a long robe, crested helm, and the famed Aegis, a snake-trimmed. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's what the Aegis is. It's a snake-trimmed cape, adorned with the monstrous visage, where you can see the Gargan Medusa. Oh, Here, you see, that's why she's got snakes. That's her garment. See, they're even on the garment. They're all over the place. All right, snake stuff. Oh, by the way, here's her names up here. Greek name is that. Translation into Athene. Latin spelling Athena. Translated into Minerva. That's your Roman. The Romans called her Minerva. Was that Kurt Cobain album? All right. Here you go. Here's the family tree over here. The parents is Zeus and Metis, goddess of wisdom, war, weaving, crafts. Home is Mount Olympus. A lot of them are. Symbols Aegis and Gorgonian. Sacred animal is the owl. Sacred plant is the olive tree. Retinue, I don't know what that is. Nike, is that her shoes? Other names, Pallas Tritogenia. And the Roman name is, of course, Minerva. All right. Myths. All right, the more famous myths featuring the goddess Athena include her birth from the head of Zeus, fully grown and arrayed in arms. All these you can learn more about if you want to expand on them. Her contest with Poseidon for dominion of Athens, in which she produced the first olive tree and he the first horse. The War of the Giants, in which she buried Ecladius or whatever beneath Mount Etna and made her Aegis from the skin of Pallas. The attempted violation of the goddess by Hephaestus, who spilled his seed upon the earth and produced Eryctothenius, who she then adopted as her own son. The assisting of Perseus in his quest to slay the Gorgon and the Argonauts in their quest for the Golden Fleece. Also, the assisting of Hercules, or Heracles, with his 12 labors. The weaving contest of Arachne, or Arachne. Oh, you guys, that's where they get arachnophobia from. Arachne, weaving, arachna, spider, arachna, weaving contest, arachna, who was transformed by the goddess into a spider. Arachnophobia. The blinding of Tiresias for seeing her naked while bathing. No, teacher. The judgment of Paris, in which she competed. Well, that's kind of funny because that's what happened to David. Saw the neighbor Bathsheba naked while she was bathing. Huh. Interesting. The judgment of Paris, in which she competed with Hera and Aphrodite for the prize of the golden apple. The Trojan War, where she sided with the Greeks in battle, but attacked their ships with the storm when they failed to punish Ajax for violating her Trojan shine. Many other myths are detailed over the following pages. So there's a lot of myths. Parents of Zeus and Metis, we already went over that. Born from the head of Zeus. And there she is. You can whole encyclopedia on her. Pallas Athena, Greco-Roman marble statue, 2nd AD. So wow, this is only in the 200. This is, I don't know, 100 years after the disciples or whatever. Of course, dates back. That's just how old the statue is. Huh. Let's get the picture on it. Interesting. So yeah, lots of this is a whole encyclopedia on her. So she was there's another picture of her. Where the owl went. There's snakes, the spear, the shield. Anyway, so that is about it on her. Oh, you know what? She should have special powers and weaknesses. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find her special powers and weaknesses. Well, we know what she specializes in: war and crafts and all that other stuff. Making stuff. She's a good craftsman. All right, let me go back to the page I was on a minute ago. All right. Her special powers. Yeah, that included the ability to invent useful items like a MacGyver. I'm just looking for a weak. Here it is. What is Athena's biggest weakness? Her strength is rational, intelligent, a powerful defender in war, but also a potent peacemaker. Her weaknesses is reason rules her. She's not usually emotional or compassionate, but she does have her favorites, such as the beleaguered hero Odysseus. Her birthplace is from the forehead of her father Zeus. She came out of her father's forehead. Uh, anyway. Yes, and what gender is she? Of course, she is a female goddess, and she's also a soldier, which traditionally is a male role. Throughout Greek history, Athena's cult eventually came to replace that of the other place citadel goddess. So she fulfilled the role of female deity for a large geographical area. So if you're in the market for a female goddess. Well, she was it. She was the female goddess. Here, can she fall in love? Nope, she can't. Because remember, she has no feelings. So in Greek mythology, the goddess Athena is immune to romantic love. So there is no particular lover for her. She's immune to it. What makes her mad? What makes Athena mad? Well, Athena, as a goddess of craftwork, was renowned for her weaving. Um, Arachne, remember that one? The mortal woman boasted that she was a better weaver than the goddess herself. This act of hubris greatly angered Athena, who tried to make Arachne repent while disguised as an old woman. That's funny. You don't say you're a better weaver than Athena, or you're in for trouble. So was she afraid of anything? Well, let's see. Was Athena afraid of anything, and why? As a goddess of wisdom and war and protector of Athens and heroes, Athena has little to fear. In mythology, she is immensely powerful and immortal, but in the Odyssey, the story of her contest with Poseidon reveals her only fear. This is the fear of being defeated. All right, we'll hear one more thing. What does Athena love the most? Athena's life's passion was to protect and lead the people of Athens. She fought for values like justice, truth, and moral values, and put it all on the line to protect her beliefs. She was fearless and was exalted for her heroic endeavors, and her unmatched intellect earned her the title of the goddess of war. Yes, she was fearless, had no feelings. All right. I guess she had a secret relationship with a female called Hestia. Hestia. They kept it a secret. But because by most accounts, it's like this one says, while other Greek gods, men and women alike, were more promiscuous, Athena was completely asexual. So, nah, she wasn't interested in boys or girls. Um, but there was a girl that did try to seduce her, and her name was, she was a, no, it was a guy. But she fought him off. Hestaphius. Wait, Hephaestus. Uncle Festus. Anyway, so that's about it on her. A bit of Wonder Woman. It's funny because all the other gods and goddesses are like known for having lots of lovers, and this one has none. Yeah, came from Zeus's forehead. You're born out of your dad's forehead. That's different. Anyway. All right, now we'll wrap it up. Tomorrow's Thursday, huh? I get back over here where I am. If I can find my channel. There it is. Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I have to feed the outside cats and call somebody back. And I'm going to do some stuff today. I got a project going on. So, anyway, I will sign off. Thank you, people, for being here, too. Thank you, Father, for gathering us once again. Amen. So good night to Dee and anybody else. Thursday is named after the whore, I think. It's named after Thor. It's Thor's Day. Thor, Thor. Or the whore, either way. It's Thor. So Thursday is Thor's Day. I forgot who Thor was, but they're all, I think they're Greek gods. I mean, I think they're Roman gods because it's the Roman calendar. Yeah, Thor. Yeah, Thor's Day. Wednesday is Wooden, which is it looks like Santa Claus with a reindeer. It's kind of funny. Monday is Moon Day. Sunday is Sunday for the sun. Monday is Moon Day for the moon. Tuesday is, I can't remember. Wednesday is Wooden. Thursday is Thor. Friday is can't remember. Saturday is Saturn, named after Saturn. We should go over there sometime. That's all the Roman Catholic and the Roman calendar and all that. The Gregorian calendar and all that stuff. Oh, and the months too. January is Janus, the two-headed god or two-faced god or whatever. February, March, every month named after a Roman god or whatever. Planet. Friday is Friday. Yeah. It is something start with the FR, yep. Or FRI or something, yeah. Yep. Yep, every one of them. We should go over that sometime, maybe on the weekend. Anyway. All right, well, Dee, thanks for coming in, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the evening. I hope you all have an awesome day tomorrow. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for coming in. God bless each and every one of you. Praise and glory to God. And you know what? 3 people gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. 3 people watching, 3 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Means 2 nice people are watching that gave me a thumbs up. And thank you for giving me a thumbs up. Whoever you are, love you. All right. Love you too, D. All right. Hopefully see you tomorrow night. Bless everybody.